Every day, you stand at a crossroads between two very different worlds. One world is built on the image of wealth, the other is built on the reality of it. Most people are running a race on a treadmill that leads absolutely nowhere. But the 1% live by a different set of rules, a secret, silent code. Loud poverty is the trap of wearing your paycheck, just to impress strangers. Quiet wealth is the power of owning your time without needing anyone's approval. The divide between these two lives is wider than you might think. It starts with a shift in how you see money, not as paper, but as digital energy. To escape the matrix of consumerism, you must first learn to become invisible. This is rule number 1. Mastery over your image is mastery over your future. Step 2 is the battle between your assets and your ego. Most people spend their lives feeding a monster that only wants to be seen. The ego is a hungry mouth that devours every dollar in exchange for a temporary high. Every luxury watch, every designer brand is often just a silent tax on your potential freedom. The 1% don't buy status, they buy assets that grow while they sleep. Imagine planting a single seed that eventually turns into a forest of gold. While the world chases the latest trend, you must chase the greatest return. True wealth is not what people see. It is the foundation they will never see. Stop buying things to impress people you don't even like, with money you don't even have. Master your desires, and you will eventually master the world. True wealth is a ghost that moves through the world without leaving a trace. While the crowd screams for attention, the 1% moves in total silence. They understand that a flashy car is often just a target for unwanted eyes. Modern society is a mirage, built on digital likes and empty bank accounts. Mastery is having a profile that says nothing, while your balance says everything. When you stop performing for others, you finally gain the power of choice. The best neighborhood is the one where you can walk, and no one knows who you are. Freedom isn't being able to buy anything, it's being able to go anywhere. Protect your privacy, like it's your most valuable asset, because in this era, it is. Rule number 3, be invisible so that your progress can be unstoppable. Most people are trading their most precious resource for a paper currency that loses value. They are locked in a cage where every hour spent only pays for another hour of survival. But the wealthy don't work for money. They buy other people's time to work for them. Every dollar you invest is a digital soldier sent out to bring back more prisoners. The ultimate goal is to reach a point where your sleep is more profitable than your labor. Automation is the bridge between being a servant to a job and being a master of a business. While the 99% trade their youth for a paycheck, the 1% trade their profit for their youth. You cannot become free if you are the only engine running your life. Use leverage, find systems, and let the power of compounding do the heavy lifting. Rule number 4, stop selling your time and start buying it back. Rule number 5, avoid the traps that look like open doors. Most people use credit to buy a life they haven't earned yet. A liability is a chain that tethers your future self to your past mistakes. High interest is a silent thief, stealing your wealth while you sleep. When you buy things on debt, you are literally selling your future hours. Consumerism is a mirror that shows you a king while hiding the slave. The system wants you in debt because a person in debt is easy to control. Stop being the engine that powers someone else's massive bank account. Cut the chains, pay the price now, so you can play later. To build a fortress, you must first Stop digging your own grave. Your environment is either a greenhouse or a graveyard for your dreams. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Wealthy minds talk about ideas, average minds talk about other people. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Protect your energy from the financial vampires who drain your ambition. True winners don't compete. They collaborate with those who are ahead. Your network is your net worth. Choose your circle with extreme caution. Sometimes you have to be alone to build the person you were meant to be. Leveling up requires a new version of you and a new set of friends. Shield your mind, guard your circle, and watch your reality begin to change. Rule number 7, the greatest return on investment is between your ears. The poor spend their time to save money. The rich spend money to save time. While the world pays for entertainment, you must be willing to pay for education. Information is the new gold, but only for those who know how to mine it. A single skill can be the difference between a life of struggle and abundance. Most people have a $10,000 car, but a $0 education. Feed your mind with the same discipline that you feed your body. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is knowledge. Invest in yourself until your bank account looks like a phone number. Build the brain, and the brain will build the fortune. Rule number 8. It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. The wealthy focus on the downside, while the amateurs only see the upside. Wealth is built on growth, but it is preserved through the art of protection. Don't put all your golden eggs in a single basket that you don't control. Success is a marathon, and you can't finish the race if you go to zero. Emotions are the enemy of a sound financial strategy. Diversify your assets so that one bad storm doesn't sink your entire ship. The best defense is a large cash reserve and a mind that stays calm. Avoid the all-in trap and play the long game with surgical precision. Guard your fortress so that your legacy can stand the test of time. Rule number 9. The most powerful force in the universe is compounding. It is a silent engine that starts slow but ends with a roar. Most people quit too early because they cannot see the invisible growth. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns ordinary savings into extraordinary wealth. Time is either your greatest enemy or your most loyal employee. The first 100,000 is a struggle. The first million is an inevitability. Do not disturb the process. Let your money work without your interference. Wealth is built in the waiting, not in the chasing. Plant the seeds today so your future self can sit in the shade. Patience is not the absence of action. It is the mastery of time. Now, you have the rules, but knowledge without action is a tragedy. Your 72-hour reset starts the moment this video ends. Audit your circle, cut your liabilities, and choose your first asset. The Matrix only has power over you as long as you play by its rules. Tomorrow is a lie told by people who are afraid of today. You are one decision away from a completely different life. The climb is difficult, but the view from the top is worth every struggle. Don't just watch this, become the person who could have written it. Your journey to the 1% begins with a single, quiet step. This is Money Mind. Subscribe and build your empire in silence.